Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. You guys know why you were here. Before we want to get into what I wanted to talk about today, I needed to address a comment from my previous video. I usually am not, fazed by the comments or if there's negativity or whatever. But I have a problem if somebody has the audacity to call me anti-black. I'm not anti-black. Saying seat is a joke. You guys, I don't understand why people are so sensitive in 2024, and you guys didn't have a problem with Sunny selling merch that says I seen her and therefore she should be my wife or whatever the nonsense says. Can we have a key for once? Can we laugh at something for once? Can we joke about something for once without people getting sensitive and being accused of being anti-black? It's so old, it's so lame, it's so tired. Why can't we have the jokes? I don't understand this. It's not anti-black. It is nothing personal, you guys. It's not personal. It is not personal. It is not about like or dislike. Some people got fooled. Some people were lied to. Some people were bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. So we're going to talk about it and have these jokes. But I'm going to need some of you guys to realize not everything is not personal. It is literally for entertainment. So I just wanted to get out the way. So in this video, it looks like one of the suspects, it looks like we may have confirmation in who Carlos King was talking about in my video from yesterday in regards to the alleged person that he saw and, saw them. They saw him. He was doing the little wavy emojis. They came over or whatever. He said, "What's tea? I called you. You were talking about me. You didn't call me back, blah, 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 blah." And they were like, "Hey, some people have been sending me some stuff that you were talking grimy about me, that you had, thrown dirt on my name." I ended up having time to sit back and watch it. And I realized you did not say anything. And you were just being Carlos. And there was speculation, you guys remember yesterday, there was speculation in the comments per Carlos King's actual live. People were debating between it being Mel and Phaedra and Shenita, but I said I was wiping out the housewives ladies, and I think even some people said Candy for some reason. I was wiping out the housewives people because I felt at this point in time, because Carlos King kept saying taking it and run with it, that he's specifically talking about, a particular fan base, right? And we know that the spotlight this season was on Mel supporters and millimeters and quote unquote taking it and run with it. And we know that Carlos King, even though he says he doesn't pay attention to what the people say, he seems to be fully aware of what is said when it's time for him to get his licks in, right? So nonetheless, I think we finally have a culprit, and it's not Mel. It is not Mel. It is Dr. Shenita Foster. Why do I think it's Dr. Shenita Foster? Because, as you guys know, there is a big gospel tour going on, you guys, with Fred Hammond, with Kirk Franklin, and maybe Shenita and Carlos King were at the same place, perhaps. Because Shenita did a post giving flowers once again to Fred Hammond, piggybacking off of Kirk Franklin giving flowers to Fred Hammond and all of these things. And so nonetheless, that is my theory. My theory is they saw each other allegedly at the concert or wherever, or maybe they were being honored somewhere, I don't know. But nonetheless, I think that's where they ran into each other. Maybe they were out in VIP, maybe, I don't know. But that's my theory. That's my theory. That this was Dr. Shenita Foster. Because I will say this, even though Carlos King has been two-faced and he has been messy, I will say that it was more so Dr. Heavenly that had more of the insults, that was going hard at Dr. Shenita Foster, was trying to imply that maybe her and Martell needed to hook up and get it out their system, and it was Dr. Heavenly that kept coming for Dr. Shenita Foster's looks. And it was Dr. Heavenly that was questioning the authenticity of Dr. Shenita Foster's doctorate and what school she went to receive such honors and whether or not it was accredited. She was doing separate lives outside of the Messy Mondays to specifically go in on the attack on Dr. Shenita Foster, you guys. So I definitely think that, with all that being said, now Carlos King is still messy. He's still messy, though, because he gives the eye rolls, he sucks his teeth, he gives certain reactions when certain people are being discussed, i.e. Mel, right? And remember when Marquez was bigging up Mel with the woo-woo, and Carlos King rolled his eyes and all these things, like he was not featuring the shout-out, he was not featuring Mel having a moment, and all those things. I was like, right? That's what I was feeling. So, nonetheless, with that being said, I feel I've come to the conclusion it's Dr. Shenita Foster. Now, it's not obviously the major star. It's not Mel Cherie Rogers, but it is somebody that is affiliated with Love and Marriage Huntsville now, right? And it is somebody, from what I recalled in the numerous lives that Dr. Shenita Foster did, was identifying Carlos King by name. And was saying his name directly. Mel was not doing such things. Even when Mel was doing her red phone TikTok lives and everything else, she would allude to a puppet master. She would allude to, insulting the people who are supporting your shows, that the people that are in charge are insulting the people that are buying their, that are consuming their products, and related to, that would be if Mel was coming after Lauren and all those things. So I don't think it's Mel. Because, like I said, it's convenient for Carlos King to never own, pun intended, when he's been messy as it pertains to Mel. It's on brand for Carlos King to never admit when he is being two-faced about Mel, and then when he gets called out about it, he plays this little game with the people and make it seem like, oh, no, there's no problem with Mel. Mel is the queen of the castle. She is the queen of Love and Marriage Huntsville. There is no problems there. We're mellow drops. We're all in this together, and blah, right? But can never speak to the last time that he spoke to her on the phone, or the last time he had a conversation with her, the last time that he hung out with her, but makes it a point to cuss the people out on those Messy Mondays if you dare come for anyone else in the cast. Can you make it make sense? But now all of a sudden, if you need that cosign, if you need the show up for renewal, if you need to promote an interview, or you need to promote the show, or you need to promote the podcast, who is the first person you call? Who is the first person you get on Instagram Live if it's about Love and Marriage Huntsville and you need to sell it to the people? You need to get the Mel supporters and the Mellometers on board. Who do you hit up, Carlos? None other than Melody Cherie Rogers. But any other time, you have no problems being messy in the background with the rest of this cast. And then wanted to go on a tangent about how good of a friend you are, and I'm like, what are we defining as a good friend, Carlos King? Because you attended a wedding in Paris? That means you're a good friend? You should get, like, a pat on the back? Okay. Like I just don't understand, The logic isn't logicking for me, right? But nonetheless, we have come to the conclusion that it's Dr. Shenita Foster. Now, the question is going to be, is anybody going to go in on Dr. Shenita Foster? Is anybody going to say that she's not keeping the same energy? Is Dr. Shenita Foster going to, go live herself and confirm, allegedly, that it was her that Carlos King had this conversation with? Is she going to, say that it's her? Or is this still going to be one of those, you know, Carlos King threw the bait out there on purpose because he wanted smoke with the Lamh Marriage Huntsville sector? He wanted that out there. He wanted that discussed to be like, listen, some of the people that you're going up for, some of the people you're going hard in the paint for, behind the scenes, they're telling me, hey, you're really not dragging me. You're really just being your messy self. And nonetheless, and just wanted to have a gag, just wanted to have like a last laugh, if you will. So we'll see. We'll see how Dr. Shenita Foster moves. And also, I am curious if Carlos King is going to invite Dr. Shenita Foster to the reunion. Because it's not unheard of if you're not a full-time cast member, but if you've contributed to something regarding the story, because you know we've seen all types of tomfoolery on these reunions, you guys. But we've seen people who were not necessarily a part of the core six and not a part of the full-time cast, but may have contributed to a significant portion of a storyline or made or had a moment on TV or whatever that still was able to sit for a couple of segments for the reunion. So it'll be curious to see, since things were escalated, of course, with Shenita on this girls' trip. It'll be interesting to see if they will invite her to this reunion for her to get even more digs in on who she feels are the ops against Mel. That'll be very interesting to see. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think Dr. Shenita Foster is going to be at this reunion? Because I think it is a high chance she might. Because it sounded like, even in the messiness of Carlos, it sounded like Carlos King really liked Shenita and liked the fact that, you know, really followed her background from Football Wives and, you know, really was trying to praise her reality TV experience. So it would not shock me at all if he is looking to have another TV moment, no matter how bad it may look, you know, Dr. Shenita Foster, because we know Carlos King doesn't care how black women look on these reality TV shows. But if he feels that he can get something out of her at this reunion, do not be surprised if she is there for one of these segments, you guys, and in particular, the segment about the girls' trip. I'm just saying, don't be shocked. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.